What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Assetto Corsa. Unfortunately, as you might have gathered from the title, this video is going to have a slightly different feel to it, because basically after this week's races here, I haven't had a great experience through the Nürburgring or the Watkins Glen races that I was able to actually partake in this week, and I think I'm going to be stepping away from doing some ACC content, at least for the moment. I just don't have the time to put towards being where I am happy to be at in terms of my skill level at ACC. I'm not getting much enjoyment out of the races because I'm rolling around sort of back midfield. For me, I don't think the quality of the racing is particularly good. There's always these silly little shunts going on, and yeah, add on that the time burden of creating content alongside that, making content around races you weren't particularly enjoying. I just think my enthusiasm is best used elsewhere. So as you've probably seen, I've been uploading some Forza content of late. That's going to continue because they are much quicker races, easier for me to throw together, and to be honest, I'm enjoying them more. If you have a shunt in that, there always seems to be a way of sort of getting back into it. I think my general ability, or the requirement of ability in that one, is probably a little bit lower than it is in ACC, what with people who've been on this sim for 5 years in LFM, which is a very serious racing series anyway. But yeah, we'll jump into it here. Yeah, I'll take you through the couple of experiences I've had this week which sort of led me to this decision. So we will jump through to Watkins Glen first of all. So rolling here from the start, as you can see, we qualified P29, not the greatest ones. I'm already a second off my pace that I was doing, even though that was only about a month or so ago. Such is the time restraint. So as you see, we go for green here, and we already have a drive-through penalty for being out of position. Now, I was really confused going into this one as to exactly what caused that. It turns out the Ferrari there, you can see just on the left-hand side, the white and blue one, was driving so slow under the own throttle bit that I managed to creep past him from 29th to 28th, and that is what got me the drive-through penalty. So yeah, I was incredibly confused sort of going on with this bit here, focused on making sure we get round turn one. Not the greatest of starts here. As is my normal way with these longer races, I don't really fight too much on lap one. It's a 45-minute race in the lower end elos of these sort of brackets. I think this is a 2k rated one with some very fast people at the front and some sort of 700-800 elo people at the back. So it's going to be a long race, chance of picking up some positions later on through the race with silly mistakes, contact, all that sort of stuff. But even with not really holding on to it too much, we've had a couple of people come past, but we managed to get a couple of places back. We have managed to stay P29, so neither gains nor lost. Just coming through the toe corner here during the boot section, this is about where everything starts going from bad to worse really, and where I really start questioning what am I doing with my time here. So it's a 45-minute race. We've had a yellow flag, we've got a car joining the track on the left, and as you can see, there is just a massive roadblock, which you don't expect to see on a straight, and just getting bounced around off of everyone. The car gets completely ruined. Yeah, I mean, it's a 45-minute race, and it's just, we are a minute and a half into it, and it's completely ruined. We skipped back to pit because the car was basically balked. I was hoping that some people might actually retire based on just out of frustration, and I might be able to pick up a few places that way, but it wasn't really the case. You can see we are stone dead last. We go around, we still have the drive-through penalty to clear after a 3-minute wait to get the car repaired, so we clear that off here. So we are now probably, I think, 2, maybe 3 laps down on the lead after the first 10 minutes of this race. So it's been in this lobby for about 9 minutes. We've completed 1 lap. 12 minutes later, we take our pit stop. We are still P37 out of 38. The only other person behind me is the car that is AFK in the garage. Sorry, in the pit lane. So first car we actually pass on track is someone who is a lap ahead of us already, but that is 20 minutes into this race, just over 20 minutes. So you can see why I'm starting to question, is this really worth my time when this is the only sort of real race I've been able to get last week, what with all the other stuff going on, just working 45 hours a week-ish, plus other life commitments, just mean that the time I would spend on this is just not where I want it to be. We go up a position here, but purely because of a disconnect. We've got from 37 to 35 based on 2 people DCing from the lobby, so we're gaining more positions through attrition than we are through anything else here. We gained another one here, I believe. Oh no, so we're actually about to overtake our first position in the race. We've been going for, what's that, it was a 45-minute race with 7 minutes left on the clock, and we finally actually overtake someone on track who I think didn't realise that we were actually behind him, because he let us through there, and I think he was assumed he was under blue flags like he had been for the other cars coming through. So we are actually up to P34 with our first on-track overtake with 7 minutes left in the race. So yeah, we actually get another one here because someone managed to have a drive-through or a 30-second stop-go penalty. So we are up to P33 after 39 minutes of racing, and dash a lot. Yeah, I was pretty annoyed at this race. Apologies, there was no sort of out-car shots. I couldn't really show any of the collisions or anything from out of exterior view because I was so annoyed I forgot to save the replay when I left, so apologies for that. As you can see, this one we do actually have a couple of out-car shots because I did remember to save the replay of this one, but we're now in the 25-minute race at Nürburgring. This is in the Coach Dave GT Championship. So with this one here we go green. We qualified P24, no P15, I don't know what, yeah, P15 there. So again, this lap is about 2 seconds off my PB in the same car, just because of my lack of time on the sim at the moment. We follow the car ahead. He drives us sort of into a position where there is no real tarmac, so we try and squeeze on there. As soon as we go left, the McLaren starts going right, and yeah, 2 into 1 doesn't go. We get bounced off because of the grass. We have no grip. We're unsettled. It just bounces us off here. So again, really this is literally right after the Watkins Glen race. This is not what I needed to sort of restore my faith in this one here. We are car number 9, so we should be in the higher end of this lobby here. So P15 was a low qualifying for me. Pick up a couple of positions out of these two sort of coming together, coming through the arena section. The orange car just sort of drives into the white McLaren, and just assuming he's there or is an illusion or something, because I don't really know what else he was expecting there, to be honest. But yeah, we get a couple of positions back there. As you can see, there's no attempt to avoid contact, just turns in. We skip forward to the end of lap 1. We managed to get a position back past this blue Ferrari we almost drove into on the reversing out of the spin on the first lap. Coming down here, we have a look up the inside. Not really much going on here. Yeah, we're fighting for a couple of positions. We're up from last to P20. Had a couple of disconnects as well. That orange McLaren, after that shot in T2, just quit the game, basically. White McLaren is quicker than us. He's having a look up the inside, so much like at Watkins Glen, I don't really fight too much in the early laps. Even this one, we've still got a 20-minute race left to go, and there's still a chance that a lot could happen. We keep him honest, make him work for it, but we don't put too much danger into that overtake there, so it's not really worth it after we've already had one shunt so far. Coming down here through the far section on the third lap here, you can see carnage just happening ahead of us. We brake, we try and avoid it, and somehow that McLaren just levitates and gets thrown onto my windscreen. As you can see, the physics not quite matching up here. There's a big old shunt. The cause of this happened all the way back here, so this Porsche chops the inside of the McLaren off here, unsettles him, goes onto the grass. As you can see, he rejoins, bounces off that white McLaren into the green McLaren, and then for some reason drifts white and has a chop at the Mercedes as well. Bounces off the wall, ends back on the racing line here, where that blue Ferrari we got past a lap beforehand just comes careening in. The key part of all of this happenings is this green McLaren here, through all of this spinning and rolling and stuff here. Well, you're going to see really what the root cause of it was after all this carnage, because one thing is missing through all of this, through all of his bouncing around and spinning, is no brake lights applied at all until this moment to stop him on race line, and then he gets absolutely obliterated. So yeah, the reason the McLaren took off was, again, Ferrari, no brakes. No brakes at all, just goes into all of that carnage, full throttle, because YOLO, why not, who cares. So yeah, again, we've had a lap 1 shunt, we've started taking some places here, and yeah, then we get caught up in another accident. Even though we did everything that we could to avoid it, we were positioned to get round it without any form of incident. So yeah, all of this is part of the reason why I can't warrant spending what little time I have as my free time to pursue this hobby doing this, because it's just, I'm not finding enjoyment. It's getting me annoyed, and if I'm annoyed, why am I doing it? I try and avoid that. Yeah, so as you see, we've managed to lose a little place to the white McLaren. Here we got a bit all wrong going through the chicane, coming into the last corner, cut across there and just let the McLaren through because we messed the line up again, didn't want to make too much of a hassle for him. We regained a couple of positions here. We're now onto the back of the green Lamborghini where we were before we had the shunt. He's not, I'm going to say he's not particularly confident in his driving, because I give him a benefit of a doubt on a few of these, not really, again, trying to rush anything through. Just if I make a pass, I kind of want it to be properly, basically. I don't want to barge anyone out of the way or anything like that. You see we got a little bit out of shape coming through the bottom hairpin there. The Lamborghini full-on pretty stops coming in through turn 1 there. Almost went into the back of him. Just trying to figure out where getting past because we're losing a lot of time. You can see how far ahead the white McLaren is even after just 1 lap. Try and cut back here, get a better run coming down into the hairpin at the bottom of the hill. Tuck back in to get a little bit of slipstream. We pull out nice and early, puts the indicator on to let us know he's staying left, and yeah, we dive up the inside, hold it there, and we get on the throttle, and we're up to P17. Coming through here on the penultimate lap, we make up one more position with a spun McLaren there. We're about to come up to these that Porsche, and the yellow McLaren in front of us is actually a lapped car, so he pulls out to the right hand side to let us past. Actually confuses me a little bit. I get on the throttle a bit too early following his line. Last lap up to P16, see if we can get anything on this Porsche, but I think they're just a little bit too far for us to be able to do anything here. Coming in through the last turn, that'll be the end of the race. So yeah, that was it. Two races here, not particularly amazing. Yeah, as I say, I'm at a position now with the times that I've got and wanting to pursue this as a hobby and see where this can go. My time is going to be better spent doing other games at the moment. As I say, I'm enjoying Forza more than I am Assetto Corsa at the moment. I have also had a look at iRacing. Not my favourite game in terms of its pricing model. It's a very expensive hobby, subscription plus purchase content. But I've been going through the MX-5 Rookie Series, been enjoying that, so watch out for that shortly. Currently trying to figure out if there's any content in there worth uploading. So yeah, unfortunately this will be the last bit of ACC, at least for the while, where I'm racing with in terms of I joined LFM to get better caliber racing, and it's just I seem to have slipped down to the ELO. I'm going to probably get about as good a racing in this as I would get in public lobbies, to be honest, and yeah, we all know what that means when it comes to Assetto Corsa Online. But anyway, thank you very much guys. It's been pretty much a ramble, apologies, incoherent, not really scripted or anything, just been saying it as it flew into my head, so apologies if it's been incredibly rambly, but thank you very much for watching. Yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy the Forza content I've got coming soon. If you have any questions, comments, likes, all that sort of stuff would be a fantastic help. As I say, I'm not stopping making content, just going to switch to what content I am making, and hopefully the YouTube algorithm will catch up with that. So thank you very much for watching guys, catch you in the next one, and yeah, cheers.